Now, when I told y'all my first video, I was not going to be holding a little lapel mic like some people. I stand. I'm a man of my word. And sure enough, here I am with a mic that looks crooked. What's going on with this? Anyway, this is going to be for now because I am going to color this in a color that my favorite color, which is purple. So don't worry. I like holding something big and black. Nothing I'm foreign to. Anyway, hey, it's Kay, and welcome to my little corner of the internet. So, thank you to anybody who watched last week's video and subscribed to my channel, possibly. If not, then it's okay. I'm still getting followers and everything like that, which I am very appreciative of. Anybody who decides to follow me. Like I said in my last video, I'm going to try to be consistent as possible. Right now, I have a lot of leisure time to be consistent, so this is going to be something that I can do quite often until I start navigating through other elements of my life. So, this video, I decided that I wanted to talk about why I moved to Virginia. What was my life like in New York City, and what do I look forward to in the future living here? So, let's start from the beginning. Why I decided to move to Virginia. I had lived in New York City for 31 years. I know I'm admitting my age because I make a joke that I'm actually 27, but I'm really 31. Who cares? Anyway, so yeah, I decided to move to New York City at 31. I moved in January of this year, so I've only been here for a month. And the reason I decided to move was because New York was becoming a place where it's still a beautiful place. It's still a place that there's a multitude of opportunities and a mountain of them and everything, but it just wasn't giving me what I needed anymore in my life. And I think that for me to where I wanted to go next, I needed to move somewhere else. And so fortunately, I had a brother who lives down here. And I asked him middle of last year, can I live with you? And he said, sure, yes. Here I am. What was my life like in New York? My life in New York was very, not simple, not mundane. It was just very, I didn't live some exciting life like most people live to make it seem like in New York. Like I went to work and I came home. That was it. And then when I felt like going out, it was like I hung out with friends, but regularly I just kind of stuck to myself. I didn't like to be honest with you, anybody who's not a native New Yorker, like we don't go to like Times Square. Like most New Yorkers don't. The only time I've ever been to Times Square like is to just pass through it to get somewhere else. So if I've gone to Times Square, or even like anywhere between like 42nd and 45th, it's like, okay, I'm going to go get my nails done because I used to have a nail spot down there. Or I'm going to like the theater district to go see a Broadway musical, which I did rarely. Or like on the off chance that I go hang out with somebody and they suggest a restaurant that actually is down there. That's really the only time I ever go down to 42nd Street. So life in New York was just like me going to work, coming home, hanging out with friends on occasion. That's really it. We didn't do like trips or anything like that. At least I didn't. I was never really That's not important right now. So with the decision in moving from New York to Virginia, what's the culture shock for me? It's like, it's very calm here. So where I used to live in the Bronx. People like to shit on the Bronx a lot, but the Bronx isn't terrible. You can get a lot of shit. You can get a lot of stuff done in the Bronx. But like living in the Bronx, like I used to live in an apartment building. Now I'm staying in like a townhouse right now. I used to live on the 13th floor. So like when the elevators is out, baby, I had to walk up 13 flights of stairs to get to my apartment. There was no the closest and most convenient relative that lived near me, I would not go to their house. Sorry, care about them, but I would not go to their damn house. And like, especially when it's like when I would like get off of work. So usually that happened during like the summertime, which is so like the worst fucking time of the year. It's like summertime, elevators break down. I'm like, be 98 degrees and you gotta walk up 13 flights of steps to get to your apartment building. It was the worst. Or even at nighttime when I'll be coming home late. I remember one time I came home late from work. It was like 2:30 in the morning, like 3 o'clock in the morning when I came home from work, and I fucking had to walk up 13 flights of steps after being at work all day for like 9 hours. I'm like, God don't like me. He don't. Because I had to walk up 13. It was just really, it was a tragedy. I live in a shitty apartment building. I live in public housing, so like it's what to be expected. But the culture shock was like living there and now living here. It's like I used to live next to a train station. So I had the convenience of having a train station near me. I used to live a convenience in like 2 train stations, the 2 and the 5 and the 6 train if you walk to it. And like to have that convenience is like great. Literally go downstairs, walk across the street, boom, train right there. Whereas like here, public transport, I have to walk to a bus just to get where I gotta go, or walk to where I wanted to go. Although now I have a car. That's right, I got a car. And shout out to my big sister, who within within days of me getting this car, she got me a license plate holder in my favorite color. That's all rhinestone and everything, which I'm already in love with. So once I get my official plates, I'm gonna put those on. But like, I got a car now, so I can travel to where I need to go and everything. It's like no more taking subways and stuff like that. I mean, I probably still will in New York City, just because like driving is like some places what I have to go to is like you don't have fucking parking anywhere. So it's like, oh, whatever. Look at me, sound like a driver. Anyway, so it's vastly different. Like my mental health is actually. I was sad for the first few days, few weeks actually, because of just the fact that I was kind of homesick and kind of dealing with some things. But now I'm in a much better place mentally, and as compared to New York, where I was like sad because I also couldn't see my therapist. Shout out to my therapist, Angela, because I need to see her again. Hopefully, whatever job I got, hopefully her practice takes my insurance, because I need to see my girl again. Okay. But like mental health wise, I'm in a much better place. I'm much calmer than I was in New York City. And I would I ever go back to New York City? I mean, yes, to visit, but like to actually live, I don't know. I said yes, but I'll also be like, I don't know. Like I could come back in 5 years, you know? But at the same time, I don't know if I want to, you know, maybe like, let's see like 2 or 3 years down the line, see how I feel about it. But like right now, I'm very happy being in an environment that's much more open, much more open, less crowded, less hectic, less hustle and bustle, less concrete jungle. It's more relaxed, it's more country-ish in some ways, and it's much more peaceful here. Like it's quiet a lot here. I used to live, like when I tell you how close I used to live to a train station, I could hear it from my window. But after so many years, you get used to hearing it, so like you actually stop hearing it. But like when you're like if anybody would come to my apartment building and just stay in our old apartment building and just stay there, they'd be like, how do you sleep with this train running by you every 10 to 15 minutes? I'm like, I don't hear it anymore. Unless you focus in on it, you don't hear the train anymore after living there for so long. So that's just that. I went from living with my sister to my brother, my big sister to my big brother. Definitely differences in those two. A little Miss J for you since that top model documentary came out. I'm gonna talk about reality TV on this because me and my Zoom call group from Nikos Aesthetics, we all had a conversation about the reality TV, and I'm definitely going to talk about this shit again because reality TV is the golden age of reality TV for us, baby. Y'all got Love Is Blind and shit today. We had the good shit back in the day, okay? No one can ever top the first 2 seasons of Love and Hip Hop. Not Love and Hip Hop. What the fuck am I talking about? Flavor of Love. First 2 seasons of that shit was hot. But anyway, back to the story. So yeah, now I went from living with a big sister to a big brother, and obviously there's vast difference. And me and my sister have a different relationship than me and my brother do. We're reconnecting now at this stage in our lives, and me and my sister, we've lived together for our entire life, so we always had like a close relationship. So there is a lot of differences, but I'm realizing that this move made me want to grow up. It made me want to just grow up and actually start living life for me. So now that I have a car now, and now that I'm about to start, I'm gonna go back to school. We'll go to school to further my career in the field that I'm currently in, and I'm gonna just make changes to my life. I'm gonna start going to the gym. I got weight to lose because I got something coming up in June called Frolic Weekend, and I got outfits to make, so I gotta lose at least 40 to 50 pounds before that happens. Yeah, I got shit to do. Shout out to Frolic Weekend. Shout out to my boy Zaquan. But Zaquan, because he's gonna get at me in the comment section if he ever does comment. But yeah, that's basically just the gist of it. I just like ramble about, like I'm not cohesive. when I talk about things. So my life now, I live in Virginia. There's not much to talk about just yet until maybe like the next 6 months I'll revisit this topic and talk about it again. But I will say a couple of things. One, thank you to anybody who's watching these videos. I really do appreciate it. Two, I'm going to deck this out with either rhinestones or glittery paint or something, because this basic black is not doing it for me, you know. And the third thing, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching my video. I hope some of you enjoyed the first video. It was just a little tidbit of what I would be doing. I have so many other videos planned for the future, as well as other things I will be doing. So hopefully some of you will find this enjoyable at some point. And yeah, thank you for watching. And thanks for coming to my little corner of the internet.